and my daughter here. We're just going to be watching Week 17 together. It's about 4:30 a.m. too. She's up. She just got up there.
Puppy.
What?
Puppy.
Uppy, yep. Alright, so Chloe, what we're going to do is we're going to defend the deep pass. Okay? Okay? And then...
Up.
Yeah, up. Yeah, call the cat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go blitz counter. Because there you have a guy named Myles Garrett. And that's a scary man. Okay? Sound good? And you say, yeah. Alright. So now, Chloe, we're going to upgrade some people. Alex Highsmith is here. We're going to upgrade him for sure. We're going to put him as a speed rusher. Oh, look, Lamar Jackson also gets an upgrade. Oh, yeah? We'll put it in scrambling today. Oh my god, you...
No.
What? It's the biggest game of the season. I know there's a cat there, but I'm just saying, this is the biggest game of the season. You want to be here for this, Chloe.
Mom.
Oh, you want the cats to be in here? Yeah. Well, they're in here. They're watching. They're just on their own couch. Oh. Let's stay here, okay?
Back in week 2, the Steelers won a blowout in their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland get revenge? The answer comes your way next.
What? You tired? Want to go lay down on the couch again, or what?
No.
You want to go lay in the bed?
No.
You want to stay up?
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, man, Chloe. You gassy girl. Yes.
Up.
Yeah, she'll might come up. Where is Zola?
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell.
Oh, she's playing on the floor, yeah.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
Oh, nice tackle, hey?
Not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
All right, so Deshaun Watson out here first to start this game. But Nick Chubb gets the first carry.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage.
Thanks for your grab.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Still trying to call the cat, hey?
Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I think I'm going to go on mute majority of this game just because obviously I got Chloe here. I want you guys to enjoy the football game. So enjoy. I'll be back later in the game.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 58 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Here's Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Jackson on first down. Claypool with another catch. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They go play action with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the 50, it's Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go. But things are definitely going right for them here in the first.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Let's go. Do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Watson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Watson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That doesn't...
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, yeah, the offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action. Now Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A give running right is Chubb. Runs over it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. On 1st and 10, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
They can play ball, baby.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 24, Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time, Watson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Alright guys, and that's a big game for us to win here. And we look very dominating on defense.
They're going to burn their final timeout.
Probably the last play of the game.
On second down.
I'm just going to hook this one up, and this is just garbage points here.
And that will be incomplete.
And it does fall incomplete. So Pittsburgh wins this one out. And that's going to be huge for us. As that probably... Oh, what's this one new injury here, though? It was Quincy. Or Okafor. Okafor's been hurt for already here and there, so... Okay, so we are going to sim to the Texans game, but we should already have clinched the playoffs. Just gonna go look at the standings, but we should have clinched it already. Yep, there we go. So we're probably not gonna play the Texans game. We're gonna simulate that one, as we probably also knocked the Browns out of the playoffs. Because they need to beat the Chiefs now. Or the Raiders. But we'll see. We'll actually simulate it and see what the playoffs are looking like for them. Actually, I'm not going to simulate it because I possibly might want to watch this game tomorrow, one night, I think. But anyways, we're going to kill this one here now. Peace out.